Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What's going on, brothers and sisters? So, in this video, I want to share with you how you can escape your current 9 to 5 job or the rat race or whatever it is that you're struggling right now and find a way to break out of that rat race so that you can do whatever it is that you want to do. Whether you want to be able to travel more, whether you want to be able to spend more time with family, whether you want to be able to have more time for hobbies, or whether you want to be able to have more freedom over your life. And the freedom that we like to talk about, first thing is we need to find a way to get time freedom. That's the biggest thing because time is something that we cannot replace. Money is something that can be replaced, right? If you lose your job, you can get another job. But if you lose your job and all that time that you put in towards that job, you're not going to get back. So time is the only currency that we can't get back. So your priority, you should be thinking, how can I regain my time? Because once you regain your time, then you can do things that are actually, valuable towards your life. So for example, like when I used to go to college and high school, a lot of the classes, especially college, a lot of the classes were useless. I was like, how is this helping me? How is this contributing to the goal that I want to achieve? How is learning about I don't know, like liberal arts going to help me, or how is learning about geometry, even though I was good at it, or I was learning about trigonometry, even though I was good at it, going to help me in whatever it is that I want to do. So time freedom is the first thing that I encourage you to do. And second thing is once you have time freedom, then you can work your way to have location freedom, and then you can work your way to have financial freedom. Those are the 3 steps, and those are the goals that I think everyone should strive for. Because right now, most people, maybe yourself, the reason why you're watching this video is because you have a situation where you are not happy, or you have a situation where you're not satisfied, or you're not content, or you have something inside you that makes you feel like, you know what, I can do more or be more or have more with my life. Okay, so maybe you want to buy a gift for somebody, and a lot of times you can't do that. So I'm going to break it down to 3 different steps, three sequential steps that you can follow to finally get out of that 9 to 5 job. Now, it's going to require work. Everything requires work. It's going to require discipline, some investment on your side, but it can be done. By the way, my name is Al-Mamun. I'm an immigrant village boy. Came here when I was 6 years old in America, and the first time I saw skyscrapers and saw all the richness and the wealth, I knew I had to become rich. And also, I'm the eldest child, so I have that pressure and burden on me to be able to provide for my entire family of 20 plus family members as well. So that's what I want to encourage you. I want to give this to you, what has been working for me over the past years, and hopefully you can use that and create success for yourself and your family as well, inshallah, God willing. So first thing is, if you want to have a different life, or if you want to escape your 9 to 5 job or the rat race, you need to first sit down and determine, it's going to sound corny, but your why. You probably heard of this why, but it's very important, because if you don't have that why cleared out, you're not clear on your why, or you're not clear on the purpose, or you're not clear on the reasoning behind why you want to escape your 9 to 5, or you want to quit your 9 to 5, or why you want to fire your boss, it's going to be very difficult to execute or take action on the steps that follow after that. Because comfort is the enemy of greatness, because comfort is what keeps most people where they are, stuck over and over again. If you really look at yourself, look at your past. I mean, if you're young, you don't have much experience in the past, but if you're a little bit older, let's say you're 30 years old, look at your past 5 years, past 10 years, look at how quick that time went by, right? That's because you didn't have a plan, you didn't have an action, or you didn't have a strong enough purpose to push forward and achieve the goal that you want to have, right? So your why, being clear on it, is the most important thing. Why do you want to quit your 9 to 5? What are you going to do with that extra time? What are you going to do with that extra money? What are you going to do with that extra freedom? That's very important. What maybe for you is, you want to be able to have the freedom of choice. You want to be able to do the things that you want to do. Maybe you had a situation where you wanted to get a day off, or get a week off, or go on vacation, and your boss said no, and now you feel like you're trapped. You don't want to feel like a slave. And that's what the 9 to 5 the current 9 to 5 is basically slavery. Okay, so you got to find out your why, whatever it is. Sit down. I recommend sit down and write it down. Why do I want this? Maybe you don't want it, and then maybe that exercise allows you to realize, you know what, I love my job and I'm comfortable, and I don't want to take on that risk and that headache or that burden, or go on this journey of trying to create a path where I create freedom for myself. I'd rather just sit down, do my work, and then go and live a normal life. And that's fine too. Okay, we need people like that as well. So your why is very important. For example, my why is, I have different levels of why. My first why, when I first started, I was driving taxi, earning about $250 a day, but working 12 hours a day. I didn't have time freedom. I didn't have location freedom, and I wasn't making enough money either. And so my why was, I need to get out of this so that I can have more flexibility. Because my friends were traveling, my friends were making money, but I was stuck in a taxi cab. And the passengers I picked up, they were making money. They were traveling, telling me about their experiences and their lifestyles. And I was like, you know what? If these people can do it, I can do it too. And I want to do it. That's the biggest, I want to do it. So that was my initial why, lower level. When you start graduating from that, You could find deeper levels because it's important. There's different levels of your purpose and different levels of your why. Your first level could be basic material. You want to have a better house. You want to have a better car. You want to have better clothes. You want to have better watch on your wrist. You want to be able to take haircuts every week. These are simple material, basic level foundational things, right? Or maybe you just want to be able to survive better, pay your bills on time, and not be in debt. Basic things. Second, on top of that, hey, you know what? I want to experience more than just the basics. So I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to spend more money on better experiences, or I want to be able to give to people freely, right? So this allows you to graduate to the second level. So this allows you to get into a frame instead of just the first level is like myself and upgrading myself. Second level is upgrading experiences for myself and the people around me. And third level could be providing an experience for everyone around you. Like I'm talking about contribution to community, to other people's dreams and stuff like that as well. Similar to like right now, biggest contributions that I want to do is I want to help you quit your 9 to 5 job. I want to create success stories, and I want to be able to have an impact in your life and create a massive community around that as well. I have other higher visions that I'm not at a point where I want to share this yet, but that's like my number one. It's like my thing. Like that's, if I can achieve that, I have succeeded in life. It's a very major goal. I'm not going to share it in this video. So this is how the different layers. So the reason why this is important is because maybe at a time where you're feeling low and you're not on that high level of frequency, then you're going to be like, okay, you can at least be motivated by the basic level, which is, hey, I want to have a better car, I want to have a better house, I want to have more money in the bank, right? Basic level. Maybe when you're in a higher level of frequency, then you're like, you know what, I want to travel, I want to have more experience. Hey, you know what, I want to take my family somewhere. You're in a higher level. And when you're in a higher level, you know what, I want to contribute to the community, I want to contribute to the dean, I want to contribute for and create a legacy, right? These are different levels depending on your level of frequency at certain times. The way to explain it is sometimes maybe you will be very motivated, very energetic, and very spiritual. You could be on a high level. Sometimes you're just like very tired, not very motivated, not very energetic, and you're not really thinking about everybody else, you're more thinking about yourself. So depending on what level you are, you can use that level's motivation to still achieve towards the goal, to still take the action. Okay, that's a long different video. I could make a huge video on that, but number one is your why, and find all the different levels on why. Okay, and even if you have just one, stick to that, write it down. It's going to be very important. Number two is, once you have your why, number two is you need to know what. Okay, so first is why do you want to quit your 9 to 5 job? Number two is, what is it that you need to achieve, or that you need to create for you to be able to quit your 9 to 5 or escape the rat race? So the easiest way is to, what is the number, or how much do you need to make? So if you're earning $5,000 a month in your current job, maybe you need to create a system that it creates you 5,000, or have a side hustle that creates you $5,000 a month, so that you can replace that income and maybe buy back your time and then quit your 9 to 5 job, right? It could be something like that. Or maybe for you it's 10,000 or 15, 20,000, whatever number that makes you feel secure or confident or certain enough that, you know what, I'm ready to quit a 9 to 5 job and go more in this direction. Then you need to clarify that. You need to have that goal. Okay, so for example, myself, I was driving taxi, but my heart wasn't in it. I stopped going, I stopped driving. I was just paying the car, and every time I went to work, I worked for 2 hours, and I made about $100, and that was my lease, around that range. And I should just work to pay the lease. It's like working to pay the rent, right? And that's what I was doing. I was like, this is useless. And thanks to the help of my father and my uncle, I found out the system that I'm going to be sharing with you that allowed me to start earning passive income, and allowed me to generate. My first month I was making like $6,000-7,000 a month, and then later on I was making 8, later on 14,000 by leveraging other people's properties. And that's when I created a system that allowed me to quit my taxi job, allowed me to travel, allowed me to have time, location, and financial freedom at that age. Okay, and so that's what it was. I didn't really have a specific number, but if I knew what I needed to do, I just created something, did something, and allowed me to do it. So maybe for you it's 5, 10, 15, whatever it is, write that number down. The what. So why do you want to quit your 9 to 5? And why do you want to create that life that you say you want to have? And what number will allow you to quit that 9 to 5? Or what situation will allow you to quit your 9 to 5? Maybe you can quit your 9 to 5 now, but you still need to do something in time, so in real time, so you can still pay your bills, so that you can still have cash flow, so that you can still eat and put food on your stomach, right? For food on the table. So, maybe if you want to quit your 9 to 5 now, but maybe you want to drive Uber, so that you can be in control of your time and go towards that vision, or go towards that mission, go towards that goal, go towards that lifestyle that you want to have, inshallah, sooner than later, God willing, right? That's when going all in matters. So that's why and what. Number 3 is a proven system, okay? And as proven system, like something that the vehicle, right, is very important. What is going to allow you to achieve the what, to go towards your why? Okay, so if your goal is to earn $5,000 a month, what system will allow you to earn $5,000 a month in your current situation? Because if you're going to work 9 to 5, right, you're working 8 hours a day, you're limited. You can't work at that time, number one. Number two is you don't have as much time during the day because you have to give it towards your work. And number three is, you need to find something that complements that. Okay, so you need to find a system, a side hustle, something that allows you to, or maybe works for you, or maybe something you can work on the side an hour, 2 hours a day, or something that works for you even when you're a 9 to 5 job, or something that you can manage on your 9 to 5 job. And that's what I recommend. I've done affiliate marketing before. I used to do that on the side, an hour, 2 hours a day. But now what I've realized over the past 8+ years, I've been leveraging other people's properties and a billion-dollar platform called Airbnb and other sites, VRBO, Booking.com. And I've been generating passive cash flow. Right now, we're doing $20,000 to $30,000 a month, and that's the vehicle that we've used. That's a system that's been consistent over and over and over again, consistent, predictable, and profitable as well. So that's what I want to share with you here as well. If maybe that's something that you want to do, is follow a proven system. It's a system that allows, because we all know real estate is an asset. Most millionaires, they invest in real estate. Real estate is one of the vehicles that created the most millionaires, or most millionaires have real estate, something like that, right? So why not we get into that game of real estate in our current situation? Listen, when I first started, I didn't use my own property, I didn't use my own money, and I didn't have to use my own credit either, and it allowed me to start this business. And next thing you know, like 3-4 months down the line, I was earning about $14,000. I put a screenshot somewhere, $14,000 a month. Okay, right now we're doing $20,000 to $30,000 every single month. 8 years later, it's still being consistent. It's something on the side. It's like a hobby for me. Okay, so you could do that as well. So why not get into the game of real estate that's already proven it creates millionaires? But instead of having to put down a huge down payment, you probably already had this. People already probably told you. You probably had this down the plan, right? Hey, if I save $100, if I save money, I can get a house, put a down payment on the house, own the house, rent the top floors, stay in the bottom floor, and pay my mortgage and live, right? Problem with that is so many problems. Number one, you need to have a down payment. You need to save up money, right? So if you do the math, if you save up $1,000, which is very unlikely for most people, if you save up $1,000 every single month, it's going to take you 100 months to get to $100,000. Okay, that's 8 years. So it's going to take you 8 years to save up $100,000 to put down towards a house. That's number one. Number two, when you do buy that house, right, you're going to live in one apartment. The other tenant, maybe you rent and they pay parts of your mortgage, but you're still going to have to work because it doesn't give you that flexibility yet because it's not enough income, right? But the problem is, to break even on that money that you put in, it's going to take you another 8 years, right? For example, so 16 years, do you have time to waste, or do you have time to wait that long? So instead, I suggest that why not find something that start creating cash flow now, so you can fast track your progress towards maybe eventually you end up buying a house or doing whatever it is that you want to do. That's what this allows us to do. So for example, there's wealthy investors, there's real estate investors, there's landlords who have houses, they have vacant apartments. We go ahead and take those vacant apartments from them, and then we use something called rental arbitrage, and we're basically taking their property and putting it up on sites like Airbnb, VRBO, Booking.com, whatever. Even you get even now Google Vacation Rentals, and allows us to earn money by the night, and allows us to, by the way we do it, we're able to earn 2 to 3 times the rent. So that means we pay them rent, but we make more than 2 or 3 times the rent. So everything else is profit for us, and that's how we've been able to do it. In fact, I'll have a video down below in the description. We're doing a 3-day challenge where you can learn more about this and do this yourself. And I'll be sharing with you how, by using 1-bedroom apartment, we're able to earn 5 times the rent, right? So our rent is around $2,000. We're making around $10,000 a month with that one-bedroom apartment. So if you want to learn more about that, there's going to be a video in the description below. But to escape your 9 to 5 is very simple. Number one, find the why. That's going to keep you motivated, keep you pushing. You have a vision, you have a goal, so that you don't get comfortable and you're not wasting time, and next thing you know, 10 years went by and you're still in the same position. So that's number one, why. Number two is what needs to happen for you to finally quit your 9 to 5 job. And number three, what is the system that's going to allow the what to happen, right? So you got to find it out, whatever it is for you, right? I'm just saying in this video, maybe you want to try real estate where you're using other people's properties without having to use your own. You don't have to get in a mortgage, you don't have to get in debt. It's you use other people's properties. You can even use other people's money and also their credit, and it's a great way to get started. It's a great way to create passive cash flow. And one of the best parts about this is it only takes 20 minutes a day to manage, and that's what allows us to travel, go different places, stay places, different countries for 6 months at a time, and still manage this business in 20 minutes a day and earn anywhere from $20,000 to $30,000 a month. And inshallah, God willing, we're in the process of getting another property, and we have another one kind of in the pipeline. We're probably going to close soon as well. So if you want to learn how to do this yourself, there's a 3-day challenge we're doing. Click on the button down below, get your ticket, and I'll see you in there. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And by the way, if you have questions, comments, you can leave it in the comments below, and hit me up on Instagram if you have any, if you have other, if you want to just talk, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.